Sun City Anthem. I am Linda Walsh.
And I'm Don Walsh, and we're back again with some interesting suggestions for your fall movie watching enjoyment.
None of these movies is new, but all are considered staples, if not classics, of the Halloween holiday season. These movies are fun for the whole family, so if you have grandchildren visiting, don't hesitate to pull one up on Netflix, Prime, or Hulu. All but the very youngest of children will find these movies entertaining and full of comedy and pranks and not too much scary stuff.
First up is E.T., the Extraterrestrial. It was directed by Steven Spielberg and is rated PG. It was first released in the United States in June of 1982 and was an immediate blockbuster, quickly soaring to the status of top-grossing film of all time, surpassing even Star Wars, a position it held for 11 years. The film has a primarily all-child cast, with more minor adult roles being played by Dee Wallace and Peter Coyote. Drew Barrymore, who was only 5 years old at the time of filming, plays the part of the little sister to brothers Elliot and Michael, played by Henry Thomas and Robert McNaughton. Both boys received multiple awards for their acting skills in this movie.
When Elliot finds E.T., an extraterrestrial being accidentally left behind by his otherworldly companions as they hurriedly left Earth, he lures him into his house and eventually into his bedroom closet. Elliot is pretty darn scared of E.T., but not half as afraid as E.T. is of him and his siblings. What follows is a beautiful tale of friendship and adventure as the children try to help E.T. contact his companions and escape Earth before he is discovered by the government trying to capture and study him. This is a fun and exciting tale of love and loyalty and friendship, and it is, in my opinion, a great family watching during this holiday season.
Next up, we have Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is a 1988 fantasy horror comedy, rated PG and directed by Tim Burton. It stars Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice, a ghoul and freelancing bioexorcist, Alec Baldwin as Adam Maitland, who has died in a bridge accident and has returned as a ghost along with his wife Barbara, played by Gina Davis. These ghosts remain trapped in the house the Maitlands lived in prior to their fatal accident. The house is sold to a new family who move in unsuspecting of the ghostly residence.
The story twist is that the new family's daughter, Lydia, a goth character played by a very young Winona Ryder, can see, hear, and interact with the Maitlands and befriends them.
This movie received multiple award nominations and won an Academy Award for makeup and costuming. It has become a cult classic during the Halloween season. It is fun and funny and has many unexpected twists and turns in the plot.
The exteriors were shot in the small town of East Corinth, Vermont. This movie is fairly graphic, as many Tim Burton films are, so it could incite bad dreams in very young children, but kids over the age of 8 or 10 will really enjoy it, I think, just as much as you will if you like comedy, fantasy, and drama genres.
On to Hocus Pocus. This is a Walt Disney Pictures production, released in 1993, and is directed by Kenny Ortega. It is rated PG for language, which by today's standards may be pretty tame. The movie stars Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy as the Sanderson sisters, Winifred, Mary, and Sarah, who were executed for witchcraft in 1693 during the era of the Salem witch trials.
It is now 1993, and a young boy, showing off to his sister and would-be girlfriend, lights a candle and speaks the words of a spell that he had read, and inadvertently brings the three sisters back to life. They have just 24 hours to work their magic and find a way to stay in the present and keep from returning back to where they came from. As you can imagine, that 24 hours is filled with pranks and misdeeds of every sort.
This is a fun and silly movie. that children especially will love. The comedic talents of Midler and Najimy are well known, but Sarah Jessica Parker holds her own as the three of them conjure and plan and play their way through this entertaining movie.
Though we haven't time to review more movies, we would like to make a few more suggestions that might jog your memory about movies that you saw long ago and might enjoy once again. The Witches of Eastwick, released in 1987, stars Jack Nicholson, Susan Sarandon, Cher, and Michelle Pfeiffer. It isn't a story that will hold much interest for children, but it is fun watching for adults if you enjoy fantasy and drama.
Then there is Practical Magic, released in 1998, starring Sandra Bullock, Nicole Kidman, Stockard Channing, and Diane Wiest. Another one that we wouldn't recommend for young children, but a fun movie nonetheless.
And last but not least, strictly for kids and the young at heart, there is It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, an animated feature that can be viewed by very young children, teenagers, their parents, grandparents, and even great-grandparents. It's just plain fun.
So until next time, we hope you enjoy your movie watching and try a few of these that we've enjoyed as well over the years. I'm Don Walsh.
And I am Linda Walsh. And we are
He said, she said, reporting for SCA-TV.